Let me go and share this on my Twitter page. If I can remember how. Okay, I think it worked. So, the setup was different this time on my live. It didn't give me the opportunity to put in a title or a location or anything like that. It just went straight to the audience and to live. I don't know what's up with that. Let me change the chat so I get live chat. When I'm on top chat, I don't believe I always see all of the comments that are being made. Okay. Hopefully I have it all set up. Just confusing that it didn't let me set it up on the front end like it usually does. I don't know. Anyhow, I did have a topic to start off with today. I was starting up with Teo Makata. God bless. Take care. Happy birthday, Teo. How exciting. Today is your birthday? You're always here, Teo. And I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm glad to see you. I have a March birthday too. Matter of fact, I have 2 or 3 people on YouTube that I know. Yes, love you. Not so many emojis, Teo. I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. You can only do 3 at a time. How exciting that today's your birthday. And it's a Monday too. You can birthday all week. Shoot, you can birthday all month, right? But I did have a theme for the live stream today. A lot of times I see people talking about, not just on YouTube, about getting things done. And while that's important, I think that we also need to remember, that's very important, but I think we also need to remember to remind ourselves not to give up. We all get tired and worn out at times. And, well, a lot of times I'm thinking things aren't going fast enough. Things just aren't going fast enough. I'm not learning enough fast enough. I'm not getting enough subscribers. I'm not putting out enough content. I'm not doing and getting enough views. And I have to remember that I've come a long way from the beginning. In the beginning, I was following some instructions to do a few things, but I can do a whole lot of more things with videos and with YouTube now. And Kylie King, good morning. How are you? I was just talking about not giving up, that you're getting better every day, whether you realize it or not. Every video you watch, every video you make, every short you make, you're getting better. Sometime go back and look at what you were doing in the beginning and what you're doing now, so that you know, so that you can see how far you've come, and make it part of your regular routine, at least semi-regular part of your routine, to remind yourself not to give up, to remind yourself how far you've come. I have a list of things, because I'm tired of not having anything to talk about, or Well, okay. Always talking about the weather. I love talking about the weather. Oh, Steve Gilmore. Good morning. How are you? Peace and blessings to you too. Let's see, there are 6 people in the chat and only 1 thumb. If you are in the chat and you haven't hit the thumb yet, please do so. It helps me, it helps YouTube, it helps the algorithm. But yeah, while I was talking about not giving up, I wanted to talk about the weather a little bit because you know I like the weather. I like keeping track of the weather. You know, the weather is one of those things you can't control, so you need to keep track of it. We woke up this morning and it was 66 degrees, and it's supposed to get up to 75. And I'm wondering if we can call it spring here in Louisiana yet or not. But towards the end of the week, I saw some more 46 degree nights, so maybe we can't call it spring yet. But we're getting there, which is cool. We also have already started having some wildfires. Thankfully, they haven't been huge wildfires, but still, it'd be nice to get more rain. We're already low on rain for the year. We need more rain to help control the wildfires. And then I wanted to talk about, let's see, Wow Info. Hi, how are you, Melinda? I'm good. How are you, Wow Info? W-O-W, Wow Info. Cool name. I'm talking about different things today. I'm good as well. Good. I like it when people are, at the very least, doing good, right? Keep putting one foot in front of the other. Let's see. There's this whole discussion going on about vertical mode versus horizontal mode. Some people, now I stream on my phone, still working on streaming on the computer, so I don't have a whole lot of choices on my phone. If I don't stream vertical, then I can't see the chat. And I like being able to interact with my chat. Happy birthday again, Teo. I like vertical though. Some people like horizontal because you can see more of the more of what's going on around, more of the room, more of everything. But yeah, I pretty much like vertical. Y'all excuse me, I'm gonna get a throat lozenge because I can feel my voice already getting a little wavery. These are some see, is that high enough? Thieves throat lozenges that I like a whole lot. Let's see if I'm still on live chat. Yep. Sometimes it changes by itself. There are 5 people in the chat and still only 1 thumb. Y'all please hit the thumb if you're in here and share this out if you're in here. But what do y'all think? Have y'all tried horizontal streaming versus vertical streaming? Which one works better for you? Or maybe you haven't tried it. The only thing I'm concerned about is when I signed on today, it didn't let me put in like the title and the location and some things like that I usually select before I start the live. I wonder if that's a change or what the deal is. And what else do I have interesting to talk about? Do y'all have anything interesting y'all want to talk about? Alright, everybody's quiet today. Oh, I know what else I have I wanted to talk about. I got one of the streamers that I watch has a Himalayan singing bowl that I like very much. So I got online and got me one. I can't ring it with one hand, but that's the, let me put it down. That is the, you can hear it maybe. I'm not very good at it yet. This one is small though. The one he has appears to be much larger than this one. But it was expensive anyway. It was like $18, $20. And it came with a little pillow to sit on. But I liked it so much in his stream, I wanted to get one. So I got me one. And I'm quite pleased with it. That's one of my latest things. But I have to practice so I can get better at it. Good morning, the Bud Files. Glad to see you. Things look like they're starting to happen around the house. Trash is going out the door and things are going on. That's good though. Got to get our chores done. Liking my best life at 60. Hello, how are you? How are things where you are? We've been talking about not giving up. That was my topic for today, but YouTube wouldn't let me put in a topic when I started this stream. Watching and doing housework. Yeah, I watch and I do other work at the same time too. Watch, listen. Multitasking, right? Yeah. But I was talking about how I don't want people. A lot of times on YouTube we talk about getting things done, doing it now type things, but we also need to remember how far we've come. I went from having to follow directions to just doing a few little things on YouTube to, well, I can do lots of things now with videos and on YouTube. Especially compared to what I knew. So you have to remind yourself not to give up. You have to remind yourself how far you've come. And how much farther you're going to be along soon. What else? Like I said, I made a list. My daughter went to see the specialist this morning. I believe in the last, and maybe I've done it other times, I don't remember. In the last stream, I told y'all, hello, my crafty styles. Nice to see you. How are you doing? How are things in your neck of the woods? But, my daughter had failed her 3-hour, she failed the 1-hour glucose test. She had to go back and do the 3-hour glucose test. She's pregnant. Did I say that? She's going to have a baby girl. And, so she's having to see specialists on top of her regular doctor. The specialist has today prescribed some metformin. He said her blood sugar wasn't as bad as it could be, or he'd have gone straight to insulin, but he wants to try the metformin first. So she's glad about that. But she saw the regular doctor afterwards, and he's already talking about the need to monitor her a whole lot more closely and the possibility of delivering the baby early. So we're going to see how that goes. If y'all would pray for her and the situation. I keep referring, one way I have my list, and the other way I have my door with my little window in it. Crafty Styles, thanks, and you too. Ah, cool. Doing good, thanks, and how are you? I'm good. I'm really good. 66 degrees last night, and supposed to get up to 75 today. Maybe a little rain today. We're starting to have some wildfires, so hopefully, we're low on rain, so hopefully that's going to help. John Paul, good morning. How are you? People saying hello in the chat. I have 8 people in the room and only 4 thumbs. If y'all could hit the thumbs and share this out if you have the ability, I would appreciate it. Google would appreciate it. The algorithm seems to behave better. Y'all excuse me. I already have a throat lozenge in my mouth because my voice was already getting like thin and reedy. The weather's been too much up and down here, Crafty Styles. Oh, I hear you. So, I was wondering if we could say that we were in spring yet, but here at the end of this week, the nights are supposed to go down to 46 again. So I guess we can't really say that it's spring if we're still going down that cold. Or at least I don't think we can. But yeah, we seem to be on this wave of up and down here. I'm cold at 46. I know some people aren't, but I am. I'm really cold in the 30s, and I'm just mindlessly cold in the 20s and the teens. Luckily, we only did the 20s once or twice this winter, and the teens once. I am concerned. Last year, everything was dry and fires kept starting. I am concerned that they're not calling it a drought yet, but we are low on rain. So, what do y'all do to help remind yourself not to give up, or to help you remind yourself how far you've come on YouTube? Those of you that have channels, how does that work for you? Do you sometimes things just don't seem like they're moving fast enough? Do you have that feeling sometimes? At least I do. I don't know about other people, but I do. I have to talk to myself in more than one way. Not just getting it done when I'm getting things done, but keeping going. Nitro Freak. Hello, Melinda. Nitro Freak, hi. You are all over the place. I am so impressed. You seem to get by to see so many people. How are you doing this morning? How's the weather? You know, I like the weather. I like to know. You know, the weather's something you can't control. I support everyone I can. That's fantastic. I try to get around, but, well, I took a little bit of time off this morning for something else that didn't work out, so I decided to go live. But, most days, I'm at work at this time, right? That yarny zebra and stuff. Greetings, hearts. Good morning. How are you? I hadn't seen you in a while. How are you doing? How are things where you're at? Nitro Freak. It's nice and sunny here today. Warm. It's a good day today. I'm hoping we get some rain. It's still nice and warm. It was 66 this morning and it's supposed to get up to 75, you know? Crafty Styles came here to get monetized on my main channel. On this channel, if it happens, it happens. I just enjoy meeting people and not stressing over YouTube. So I got monetized. Being monetized is different than getting monetized. I still work on meeting new people because I like people. So you said you never came to get monetized on your main channel. And I don't believe when I first started, I knew you could be monetized. I think I learned that because I've been on YouTube a long time. I've only been serious about it the past 3 years. YouTube does not pay enough for me to stress over it. Isn't that the truth? I assume since I see people with 20, 40, 60, 100,000 and more views on YouTube, or friends on YouTube, that at some point it does become more worth it, but no, not right now. I know some bigger YouTubers. Oh, and do you know, are they making money on YouTube? I have been on the web since before YouTube was even created. Yeah, I'm a little bit older. My Crafty Styles, and yeah, I've been on the web for a long time. But I think I've been on YouTube for 10 or more years. Just never did much with it. It was a place that I stored a few videos of the grandkids. And then when I started selling Avon, I tried to make, I had a tutorial, certain kinds of videos. So I learned a little bit, but in the past 3 years I've doubled down on it. I'm hoping it'll be a good second stream of income, right? Depends on what their content is, on how much they make. Yeah, my content isn't exciting. Most of my content is about relaxing, taking a minute or two out of your day, sometimes 8 minutes, enjoying the world around you, not being a type A personality all the time, even though I tend to be a type A personality more often than not. But I also have health complications that, at least in part, are due to stress. So, let's see. Not everyone makes it big on here. Oh, I don't want to make it big. I don't want to quit my day job. I love my day job. I've said it a bajillion times. I work with families similar to mine that have a member with a disability, and helping them find things and services and help that they need. I love my job. But it's always nice to have a second stream of income, third stream of income, more than that if you can. Nitro Freak. It's hard to make big money on YouTube. Depends on your content, and you got to be doing what everyone loves to bring the views, and that is hard these days, competing with millions of creators. Right. And even though my content is small, I work hard on my content, and I put out probably not as much content as some of the bigger YouTubers, but I put out a good amount of content around my work. I work on it at night, but yeah, my content isn't that exciting. My content is, you know, even the shorts are, do you want to take a few seconds, or my long forms, do you want to take a minute or a few minutes and relax and enjoy the world. The big problem is these days everyone doing it for money. And the worst ones are the ones who demand to be paid by their viewers just because they go live. I know, isn't that funny? That's the funniest thing that I've ever heard of. You know, I go live so people are supposed to give me money. No, I go live because I want to meet new people. Part of the reason I do the vertical streams, but no, I don't think people are supposed to give me money. I hope they watch my stuff, but I very rarely get super chats or anything, and that's okay. You know, I don't, I actually think it's kind of odd that YouTube expects us to get money from each other. Or they wouldn't have so many ways for it to happen. But anyway, this is supposed to be about fun and meeting people, sharing your content. Right. I am hoping. This doesn't always work with my children. It does sometimes, but it doesn't always work with my children, so I know it doesn't work with a lot of people. But I'm hoping that people just take a few minutes, look at my content, relax, leave me a comment so I know you came by and I know who you are. Maybe subscribe, depending on how sick I am and how active I am, depends on the variety of relaxing content I come up with. But, you know, I just want people to relax a little bit, not to end up, you know, your wealth and your health. Me and Domino say, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Your wealth and your health and your wisdom are the things that are going to serve you as time goes on. Let's see. Nitro. YouTube makes more money of us creating content than we do these days. So, I don't know. They don't take a whole lot of money. They do take a chunk, but they don't take a whole lot of money out of what we get. But if you multiply that by millions of users, yeah, they're making more money than we are as a group. But individual people, I don't know. Nitro, make sure you all hit the thumbs up for Melinda. Yep. Please hit the thumbs up if you're in here or the room and you haven't hit it yet. Please hit it before you leave. It helps me, YouTube, the algorithm. It's a good thing. It's easy to do. Nitro. They take 35% of what we pull in. That's a lot of our super chats and the regular monetization. Some people don't realize that. Well, that's a third. Yeah, you're right. That is pretty serious. I don't know the other social medias that have the ability to do something similar, how much they take out of what their creators make. But yeah, a third does sound like a lot. Stuart the Fish Whisperer. Hello. How are you, Stuart? So tell me a little bit about your channel. Fish Whisperer. Is it fishing with a pole? Or is it fish like in a tank. I don't remember seeing your channel before. It's nice to see you live, Melinda. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you came in. I try to go live. I try to go live as often as I can. The only reason I got to today, fishing with a rod and line. Oh yeah, nice fishing. I hadn't been fishing in years, but yeah, I like to fish. I used to live next to what we call the Intercoastal Canal. It's alongside Louisiana, sort of between Louisiana and Texas, and we would go out there and drop a line. Crafty Styles Nitro, I see that too, and too many clicks. I think the join button ruined YouTube. Interesting. I don't believe that I was paying enough attention. I don't believe that I was realizing that you could be monetized early enough to know when or how the join button came about. Nitro. Because of that is why you see so many greedy people wanting the big super chats and not the little ones. I say be happy with what you get, because you could get nothing in the end. No joke. Well, and I've heard it. I don't know. I'm not good at that kind of stuff. But I've heard more than one person say that if you get a small super chat, you're probably going to get more than you would have made with AdSense anyway. Stuart, the Fish Whisperer. I see you from James Got channel, but I seen you before that, and Hook Set You. And Stuart, when I'm finished, I will go back and make sure that we're both hook set. But yes, James Got great. Crafty Styles. I think PayPal and Cash App are the best for tips. Yeah. It's more direct. But I heard from somewhere, I forget. I watch a lot of stuff. I heard from somewhere that YouTube doesn't want you posting your Cash App or your PayPal anymore. Now, I don't know how true that is. I haven't investigated hard enough or long enough to decide whether it's true or not. But I assume it's because YouTube doesn't get their cut of the action, if you will. Crafty Styles, I agree. Nitro, Crafty Styles. YouTube makes enough from ad companies. Right. Well, YouTube now is trying to eliminate people posting their PayPal and Cash Apps on their channels, because then if everyone did that, YouTube wouldn't get their 35%. Well, and maybe it's you. I heard that from Nitro. You and a few other people on YouTube are good sources of information. And then I usually try to go back and fact check, but I'm not real good at that. But I try. I'll get better. I keep getting better. I don't give up. That's what I was talking about earlier, not giving up. We get ads even when not monetized on our videos. Yep. People used to get ads on my videos long before I was monetized. Stuart the Fish Whisperer. I got my PayPal link on my channel. I used to, but after I started hearing that YouTube was coming down about that, I went ahead and took it off. Think about it. If you have an alternative pay site to get money, then YouTube won't get their 35%, and you get 100% of your money. YouTube trying to be slick. Yeah. Well, and I'm sure they consider it good business practices, but Crafty Styles. Well, they cannot stop our PayPals and Cash App because we can voice it. Yes? I don't remember my Cash App. That's a shame. I know where to find it, but I don't remember it off the top of my head. OG Trev. Hello. Dropping a like to you. Well, thank you, OG Trev. How are you? How are things going where you are? I'm glad to see you. Stuart the Fish Whisperer. I would rather have PayPal donations. As opposed to YouTube or as opposed to Cash App? I'm relatively new to Cash App. One of the other channels I watch deals exclusively with Cash App. But it seems to work okay. And some of my younger kids, so I have kids like 43 down to, the youngest is 28. So the younger two of them use Cash App. The older ones use PayPal or nothing at all. Nitro, and I specifically hate the YouTubers who go live and give their viewers a sad story how they broke, not well enough to get people to feel sorry for them and donate. It's sick scam if you ask me. Stuart the Fish Whisperer. Both Cash App and YouTube. YouTube get billions of dollars a year. Right. Okay. Now I understand. I just think it's odd how different ones of my children use different systems. Let's see. Crafty Styles. I only want tips if people can afford it. Yes, I agree wholeheartedly. If you can do it out of your extra, out of money that's not for bills, and you want to do it, good job. I refuse to ask or promote because I'm not a beggar. Now, I do ask people to subscribe, but no, not really. I've asked them to join a few times, but even that, yeah, I don't do that. Even though I'm members, is that how they say it? Yeah, that's how they say it, of several channels, I don't ask people to become members very often. Nitro. Donations should come if you give good content and people like you do. No one is obligated to make money just because you have a channel. Yep. If people like it, if people want to support you, I agree. Crafty Style. Scammers do run things for real people in need. Nitro. Nitro. I agree, my Crafty Styles. Isn't that true for everything, though? I mean, shoot, even in school I can remember everybody got punished for the ones that were misbehaving. And that didn't stop when I became an adult, and hasn't stopped in my old age. Shellfish Villa. Good morning. How to get PayPal account. I've been waiting to use it for game. Boy, it was so long ago that I got a PayPal account. I don't remember Shellfish Villa. Maybe somebody on here remembers. My memory was that I applied online and they sent me something in the mail and I had to do something with it. But that's all I remember, Shellfish. Um, I'm so sorry. Tommy Temper, hi everyone, good to see you. Crafty Styles. Melinda, my other channel is Tammy's Passions, in case you did not know. I am building this channel now. Yep, I'm going to go back and look for both of those channels when, probably not right away. I'm going to go back to work right away, but I'm going to go back and look for both of those channels here sometime in the next day or two. So I can stay connected with everybody. Shellfish Villa, it's okay, thank you. That's the little bit I remember, Shellfish, that you can do, type in PayPal and do it online. But then there's another step. They sort of add that other step for lots of things, if I remember correctly. Lady Sky TV, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Lady Sky. Hopefully I got that right. How are you? How are things where you're located? How is, how's the weather? I'm still watching for the rain. Lots of times they say we have a chance of rain and we don't get it, though. We are talking about YouTube, even though I had a topic today. Well, okay, my topic was partly about YouTube. My topic today was about reminding yourself not to give up, because we tend to remind ourselves that we need to get it done or do it now or things like that, and we forget to think about how far we've come and not giving up. Let's see. Lady Sky, it's warm out. The weather feels good. Yeah, it's warm here too. It's supposed to get up to 75. It actually does feel good. But, yeah. Rain isn't bad. Especially for the wildfires and just the general heat that we had last summer. But we're talking about YouTube and like I said, I always found it strange situation of having memberships. I do understand that a little bit. If you have people that consistently want to support your work, but then the super chats and the super thanks, yeah, I think that's odd that it's set up that we basically are giving money to each other. Shellfish Villa, it's cold here in Seattle, Washington. Oh, I bet. I bet y'all are still nice and cold up there. Do you get snow? I realize there are parts of the United States that are still all frozen and cold. Even though down here by the Gulf we're not. So, this is one of my drink mixes. This one is Mango Tangelo. It's the class mixes, drink mixes. I really like it. I get it from Amazon. I show it to people every once in a while. I don't make any money off of any of this, but really different flavor. My throat lozenge is disappearing and my voice is getting reedy again. Let's see, Lady Sky. You also said my name right. It is Lady Sky. Oh, good. Hey, Mrs. Queen Sunkissed. How are you? Well, Mrs. Queen Sunkissed is on it already. She's dropping links to different people that are in the chat. Shellfish Villa. It was snowing yesterday, but not for long. Oh, good, good, good. Thank you, Mrs. Queen Sunkissed. My Crafty Styles. Good morning to those who've come in. Mrs. Queen Sunkissed has got to be a star moderator anytime she catches me online, because I'm not real consistent, you know. I'm consistent about posting videos and shorts, or I try to be. But going live depends on my work. It depends on my day job. So when she catches me when I'm live and she comes in, she posts links, she's just wonderful. My Crafty Styles, I'm crafting and listening. Yes, ma'am. All that multitasking we were talking about. Crafty Styles, thank you, Sunkissed. Mrs. Queen Sunkissed, I'm okay. I can walk on my foot now. Hot dog. Thank you, Lord. I'm so excited for you. And Miss Queen Sunkissed dropping more links. Thank you so much. Well, look at that. I've actually talked for 46 minutes today. I think that's got to be a new record for my lives. We have 4 people in the chat and 9 thumbs this morning. Thank y'all all very much. I appreciate it. It makes the YouTube and the algorithm and me happy. I believe I'm going to get off. I was supposed to be gone from work for an hour appointment that didn't work out, so I decided to do this, but I need to get back to my day job. Thank y'all so much for coming in and spending your time with me. I do appreciate it. Bye now.